Sunday, everybody. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, October the 18th. Actually, I think my brother-in-law's birthday may have been yesterday, or it might be today. Either way, happy birthday, Martin, just in case I forgot you. But this is chat number 195, and it is titled The Truth About Willpower. You're going to want to hang out for the second half. We've got a lot to talk about in the second half. Fingers crossed again on the comments, and I know that I say that every week, but if y'all have been here for 195 chats and you know how many times that Facebook upchecks on me on the comment part of it, you would know why I say that every time. But again, another Sunday, another lovely day here in East Tennessee. Karen and I did not get to walk today because she took her gorgeous granddaughter to Boo at the zoo, and we were still doing all things Poppy and Granny. And I'm kind of thinking, since there's 17 of you all here, and I haven't seen a notification, that I'm probably gonna, oh yay, Betty, thank you for being the first one. So hello to Betty. We will be saying hi and hello to everybody. If you're brand new, please let us know because we would love to welcome you. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. If you don't want to say hi, just go ahead and grab that scroll bar and go on over to about 10 minutes when it dies down. Otherwise, please tell me hello. I promise I will say hello back. Hello, Carol Lou. Hello, Kathy from Ohio. Hello, Sandy from Kansas. Sandy with an I from Kansas. Hello, Barbara you're the Barbara from New York, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so hello, everyone. Hello, Orlando Debbie. I saw you briefly today. So for everyone who was hello, Tabitha. For everyone who was at the 2:30 Zoom meeting here in Knoxville, hello, Patsy, thank you. But for everyone who was here at the 2:30 Zoom meeting in Knoxville, I apologize that I jumped in, didn't really say anything, and then had to jump out suddenly at the end. Hello, Kim. The good news is that, hello, Sylvia. The good news is that John's mom, or the good news is that I found out where my last nerve is, and the bad news is it's because John's mom got on it. Hello, Sherry, and hello, Elaine. So yes, I know that she has Alzheimer's. Yes, I know that she can't help it. But she successfully got on my last nerve today. But I've moved on. I've gotten over it. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Sherry from Bettendorf, Iowa. Hello, Roberta. I did steal my dog back again for the night, even though Granny thinks he is hers. Hello, Sylvia. From Canada. I have Dusty back tonight. I have kidnapped him. So, yeah, so that made all things better. Hello, Rosie. Anyway, still having a, oh, and Katie says it is cold up there in Minneapolis, and she made some soup to stay warm. That is awesome. Hello, so hello to Katie, and hello, Sherry in Connecticut. Hello, Mary Ann from Pennsylvania. Hello, Trish, and Trish has been vacationing somewhere north of herself, I think in California. Hello, Sherry. Hi, Lynn. Second time I've seen you today. Hello, Myrna. So for those of you, again, who were on the 2:30 Zoom meeting, I apologize for hopping in, not really paying much attention, and then hopping out at the last minute. Hello, Kathy. We were 3 minutes away from being done. Casey, I almost called Alyssa Casey. Actually, I call her Casey a lot because she is a tiny Casey. She is literally the tiny version of her mother. She's exactly like her. Hello, Pam, and hello, Rita. She was fine. Alyssa was fine. She was behaving herself. Hello, Barbara from the Crossroads. Granny was fine. She was behaving herself. Hello, Maria. I was on the Zoom. I could listen. I just had to catch up with them a couple of times to make sure that they were okay. But otherwise, they were fine. And John pulled in the driveway, and his mom lost it. So anyway, hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. I'm so super happy that she loves her son that much, but really, we had been getting along for like 3 hours. Anyway, hello, Lisa. So sorry I jumped off of the Zoom meeting today. Sorry I didn't get to write down anybody's name. I know for sure that I saw Orlando Debbie, both Sandy, Myrna, Kathy, Jackie, Roberta. Did I already say Roberta? I know there were quite a few of y'all there. Lynn was there. So anyway, Barbara, one of the Barbaras, I think, was there. Anyway, so if I didn't get a chance to say hello to you, so sorry. I will see you all next week, hopefully. And hello, Loretta. Quickly, because everybody's going to want to know, John's dad did not, and Sylvia. Yeah, Sylvia, you were there. You were. I did see you. Yeah, because I was scrolling through really quickly when I could, while Alyssa and Granny were entertaining themselves not very well. But anyway, so hopefully we'll be back to something a little bit more normal next week. For those of you who have asked, I'm going to give you some updates real quick. For those of you who don't care, well, not that you don't care, but for those of you that are thinking, what are we talking about? Just bear with me for just a second. Today is day 21 or 22 for John's dad being in the hospital, I believe. Hello, Other Kelly. I believe it's day 21 or 22. John has pretty much moved in with his mom because she has Alzheimer's. I've lost my dog, so I was already bitter about losing my husband in this situation. Just kidding. Hello, Evie. He's worked really, really hard to take care of his mom and dad, so I'm just kidding. I'm so just kidding. But she took my dog, so anyway, been a little bitter about that. But he was supposed to go to rehab. John's dad was supposed to go to rehab on Thursday. Didn't make it because he had an uncontrollable nosebleed from where his feeding tube had been. He was supposed to go to rehab on Friday. Didn't make it because his blood pressure bottomed out. So John has worked super hard all weekend to make sure, since he's the only one who can go visit at the hospital right now, he's worked super hard. He has made sure, worked super hard this weekend to make sure that his dad has what he needs, including brushing his teeth, so that he can go to rehab tomorrow. So fingers crossed, prayers said. Everybody keeps sending happy thoughts. We need to get him to rehab, get him mended, get him back to whatever the new normal is going to be, and get him home. I also have, for those of you who have asked, thank you for asking, I have scheduled an appointment to find out for some extra care for Granny, because I know we are boring her like, I don't know, a lot. Okay, she's getting kind of sick of seeing me anyway. Okay, so moving on from that, I promised I would keep it quick. Today is October the 18th. It is Sunday. And and Sylvia says she can relate. But this is chat number 195, and it is titled The Truth About Willpower. Hello, Alicia. Y'all are getting ready to find out some things about willpower here in just a few minutes. So we've got a lot to talk about. I have some super cute things to show you in the second half. So stay tuned. Hello, Susie. Super excited. Had to bust into the boxes. Could not wait another week to do that. But I wanted to see, remind everybody first, remember, you're going to be tired of hearing this. And hello, Marlene from Largo, Florida. And thank you all for the prayers. So I'm laughing about this, but it's just because if I don't laugh about it, I'm going to start crying. So yeah, so we're just going to choose to laugh about it instead. But just a quick reminder, the extended free lifetime benefits might be different for your area, but I know for sure in East Tennessee, and I think for international people, that they are waived until the end of November. But you have to check in at some point in November. So sometime between November the 1st and November the 30th, you are going to have to check in to get however you subscribe. For that here in East Tennessee, we actually get a voucher and you scratch off the number and type it in. I don't know what you do in your area, but you are going to have to check in. I know Trish said in California that at one location they said you had to check in October, and they said in another location you had to check in November. I don't know, but see, Trish, I was listening. Even though I didn't look like I was listening, but I was really listening. So just keep that in mind. So if you have been on free lifetime benefits, just keep that in mind. This is already the middle of October. You're going to have to go soon. You're going to have to go soon, call somebody, check with a coach, something to continue your free benefits. If you are in East Tennessee, we still have wellness check-ins only. We are not having in-person meetings. I'm so hoping that we get back to those next month. If everybody will please wear your masks and stay away from each other in East Tennessee and not make our numbers jump again, then maybe, I don't know. But we do have wellness check-ins in Maryville, Oak Ridge, Powell, and Cedar Bluff at the main location. So just keep that in mind. And as always, we still have a 10% off coupon for the awesome and amazing Simple Living Products air fryer. So if you want to get one of those, we have a girl in the Powell meeting, the Powell Zoom meeting, who just got an air fryer and she's scared to use it. Don't be afraid to use it. There's lots of recipes online. There are lots and lots and lots of recipes in our group. You can find air fryer recipes on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. But there are lots of ladies in our group who make wonderful, wonderful things with air fryers. So don't be afraid to use it. Okay, so next, y'all know what I need to know. If you're new, you have a little button at the bottom. You have a couple little buttons at the bottom. Please don't use the one that looks like an angry face. But the little buttons at the bottom, for some things, you are going to have to go up. You're going to have to use a thumbs up. so that you can, you can vote on something or let me know how something went. Or you can use the little heart emoji. So the first one that we're going to do, and we do this every week. So if you're brand new, please let us know, because we would love to say hi and hello. And I apologize. I cut some bananas before this so that we could use them in the second half. And just all of a sudden, from nowhere, fruit flies. Just all of a sudden. So yeah, I don't know where those things come from. And there's always like only one or two. So I don't know where they come from. But anyway, if you see me distracted and smacking things, that's what I'm doing. Okay. And fruit flies, they're just a little extra protein, right? It's nothing to worry about. Okay, so the first thing is, and some of y'all already know what I'm getting ready to say, if you attended an in-person wellness workshop last week, give me a thumbs up. Or if you attended a Zoom wellness workshop last week, still thumbs ups. So that's how I'm going to know that you did one of those. Or if you attended Here With Us Live last week, give me a heart. So do the little heart symbol going up the screen. Or if you did both, you can use the heart, or you can do like a lot of people. Oh, Linda had her little bottom in a chair. Yep, and so she did thumbs ups and hearts. So if you did both, you can do a thumbs up and heart, or you can just do a heart so that I will know. So yeah, so Rita went, Loretta's all hearts. Sandra did both. Looks like Sherry went. Lynn did both. Barbara did both. Y'all are awesome. So for everybody who attended an in-person wellness workshop, again, super jealous, or you attended a Zoom workshop, or both, or a bunch, or you attended Here With Us, or did all of it, here are your Bravo stickers. These are virtual Bravo stickers. If you are new, you can actually go and get Bravo stickers to download and print. Those are on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and you just go to the printables section. So you can go ahead and print those. Last week, you all knocked your homework out of the park. Oh my gosh. And if you're new, we have homework every single week. You have to do your homework. So last week, you all rocked your homework. I mean, absolutely rocked your homework. So I was afraid that the plant-based subject was going to be one that people would go, oh, they didn't want to talk about plants. But last week was chat number 194. And did y'all notice we're only 5 chats away from 200? So I just need somebody to speak to John's mom and dad and let them know that in 5 weeks, I would really, really, really like to do something special, which means that I need to be planning that in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, so that in 5 weeks we can have something really special. So, yeah, because that'll be chat number 200. So I would love to do something for chat number 200, but you all have got to get John's mom and dad, back on the right track and back on their best behavior so that we can do that. So, but last week in chat number 194, it was entitled plant-based menus or plant-powered menus, and you all have my tummy growling. Seriously, I was seriously jealous. Like some of the things y'all were posting, super, super jealous. Again, we just finished our 3rd week in the ICU. Got one. Just finished our 3rd week in the ICU with John's dad. Granny has been on his hip this entire time, on John's hip this entire time. Casey and I are stretched thin. Trying to keep Casey Kitchen Center and the Fab Shop running smoothly, because usually Casey and I run Casey Kitchen Center and John runs the Fab Shop. It's not been there a lot lately, so we are stretched thin, trying to do as much of that as we can, to keep that under control while he's gone. So there just wasn't really any time for prepping anything this week. And I'm craving vegetables. If I eat one more little container of SpaghettiOs, I'm gonna scream. I'm absolutely gonna scream. I lived on bagel thins, peanut butter, and those little things of SpaghettiOs all week. So yeah, I'm craving some vegetables bad. And some of the pictures that y'all posted literally just about did me in. So I'm going to have to find some time this week to sneak some of these things in. But your homework this week was to find some ways to add plant-based power to a meal. Maybe you're just going to add it to one meal. Maybe you were going to add it to a recipe. Maybe you were going to add it for a day, a week, or maybe you decided to go ahead and add it for a lifetime. If you added it for a lifetime, we do have a meatless meals group. I have another group that's just for people that do meatless meals. It does not mean you're vegetarian. It does not mean you're vegan. It might just mean you want a little more information about what we talked about last week. So you can try that group too, and you do have to answer the 3 questions just like you did in our closed group. But your homework was to find a way to add some plants, to that, some plant power, to one of those meals, or to more than one meal. And I wish that I could mention them all, because I know, and Tabitha is like barfing over the SpaghettiOs. Girl, desperate times call for desperate measures. Friday, one of the guys that works here was like, "What are you eating?" Because all I had left was a frozen Trader Joe's reduced guilt macaroni and cheese and a Trader Joe's chili lime chicken burger and 2 clementines. So it was all orange. The whole thing was orange, but it was strangely delicious, but had like no plants in it. Okay, except for the clementines. Okay, but anyway, I wish that I could. Oh, Loretta wants to know what the name of the meatless group is. I think it's just called I think I just named it Weight Watchers Meatless Meals. You'll know because it's me. It's a picture of me and John at the top, so you'll know that it's me. And when we get done, I will try to post that link because I don't think that Jessica or Casey, either one, is here tonight. But what was I going to say? Anyway, I would love to have posted all of those. And I wish I could mention them all because my mom would have been super duper proud of you all. And my mom was vegan Nana. But she would have been super proud of you all. So let's see how you did. First one was Sherry. And Sherry, for her plant-based power. Oh, and Myrna made a portobello cheeseburger. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. But anyway, Sherry this week was all about the salads. And so for extra flavor, she added walnuts and fresh strawberries or blueberries. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That sounds so good. Walnuts and fresh strawberries and blueberries. That sounds so good in your salad. So way to go, Sherry. That sounds awesome. And Kim said last week, she made homemade vegetable soup. Okay, so vegetable soup doesn't sound that exciting, right? Oh, I was drooling. I needed some. I needed some so bad. But she put in frozen corn, extra carrots, and extra mixed vegetables. So she really #bulked up that homemade vegetable soup. And then Trish was on vacation in Big Bear, California for 4 days, but she still managed to prep her food and to stay on plan. And then the day that she posted this, for breakfast that day, she made scrambled eggs and added some grilled onions, sweet baby peppers, black beans, spinach, and roasted tomatoes. Then she had fruit, salsa, avocado, and cheese served on the side. That sounded delicious. And today in the Zoom meeting, she was talking about her extra efforts up there, and she lost 6 pounds, okay? She was on vacation for 4 days and lost 6 pounds this week. So bravo to everyone. Here's more bravo stickers to everyone who did your homework this week. Way to go, ladies. Y'all did an awesome and amazing job. Love it when y'all do your homework. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, this week is chat number 195, The Truth About Willpower. And I've got some news for you. Do you know what the difference is between a person with willpower and a person without willpower? So does anybody know what the difference is? Does anybody know what the difference is between a person who seems to have a lot of willpower and a person who has no willpower? Do you know what that difference is? Okay. There's no difference. There's literally no difference, except the person who seems to have more willpower has just prepared themselves a little bit better. So one of the ladies in our 2:30 Zoom meeting today, and I think her name, what was her name? Oh, I had it earlier. Anyway, so, Alicia says success and failure. Lourdes says a positive mind. So one of the ladies in our 2:30 Zoom meeting today, her dad nailed it. So her dad hit it right on the head. Her dad said something, and I'll have to paraphrase because, again, I had Granny, Alyssa, and Dusty, so I didn't get to write it down. But her dad said something to the effect of, make it so that the things you should do are easy and the things that you shouldn't do are hard. So did you understand that? So all he said, all you have to do, you don't have to have more willpower. You don't have to have more willpower. You just have to make the things that you should do easy, and you should make the things that you shouldn't do hard. Okay? So let's see what Dad meant by that. So willpower, though, is not like most things. So most of the things that we talk about with WW, with some practice, you can actually change neurons in your brain. You can change the pathways. You can exercise and make your body stronger. You can exercise some food habits and make your tummy stronger and do some change things. But willpower is not a muscle. So it's not something that you can exercise and make it stronger. It's literally, really, and literally just it's more taking advantage of things that will make you successful, so you make them easy, versus things and like avoiding things that will trip you up, so make those hard. So how do you do that? So your WW Weekly came through again this week. It has 4 things if you want to print that out. These are coming up again. I know last week the weeklies were not printing, so they weren't even coming up. But I don't know what day they fixed it, because all my days are running together right now. But when they did get it fixed, these are printable again. So you just log on to your current WW account, and you can check these out. You can print them. You can make notes on them. You can put cute little stickers on them, because we've been getting lots of stickers lately. So I'm going to be doing that. But the first thing that your weekly says to do is to create some guidelines. So I have a couple of examples for you. So if you want to eat more fruits and veggies, go ahead and plan to wash and prep them as soon as you get home, and place them in clear containers, something that you can see, and put them at eye level. So that makes it easy. Okay, that makes it easy to choose the fruit. But if you have to grab Halloween candy for a work party, put it in an opaque container, so a container that you can't see through, and maybe even leave it in your car if it's not going to be too hot outside, so that you would have to purposefully go out there to get a piece of candy. That would make it hard. So do you see the easy, prep it, get it where you can see it? That would be easy. Leaving it in your car or putting it in something you can't see through, that would make it hard. So you're already going to have more willpower just doing that. The second one is modify your environment. So, like Casey likes to burn candles, and that's great, but she likes to burn candles of things that make me hungry, of things that make me want to eat. So, if you like to burn candles, maybe try to burn an odor that doesn't make you think of cookies or pancakes or chicken and waffles, or some other trigger food. So that would be easy. That would be an easy thing to do, to burn a different scent of a candle, so that it's not something that makes you hungry. So it would make it would make it easier to stay on track, because you're not, summoning all these yummy food, thoughts. Or if you go to a party, and if the host or hostess offers to send you home with some food, and if they're pretty aggressive about it, because some of those hosts and hostesses, are pretty aggressive about their food offering, and if it's something that's going to get you in trouble later, be gracious. Tell them thank you. If there's no way that you're going to make it without it, be gracious, tell them thank you, and take the food, but then either give it away or throw it away. So I know several of you all have just absolutely had to just on your way out, either hand it to somebody else, take it home, and give it to the civilian in your life that's never had to, watch their weight. What is it Gwen says? They're so thin they'd have to run around in the shower to get wet. Give it to that person. They might need chicken and waffles that that got sent home from the party, or just throw it away, because if you throw it away and you keep going, you don't have to have any willpower. So you've made it hard. You've made it hard to go, to go ahead and, and go back and eat that, because if you gave it away, that would be kind of weird to go back and tell the person, I changed my mind. I want what I gave you from the party. That would be kind of awkward. And especially if you threw it away. I've done a lot of strange things, but I've never, and maybe not throw it away at home. Maybe throw it away. Like, I think Lynn drove down. Was it Lynn? Was it you that drove down to the dumpster and threw some stuff away? So yeah, make it somewhere that you can't go back easily to, because I've probably taken stuff out of the trash inside my home before. But make it hard. So are you starting to get an idea on the easy and the hard? Make it easy for you to be successful, and make it hard to not be successful. Make an active choice. Okay, what that means by an active choice is choose to do something, and it was Lynn. So choose to do something. So don't necessarily just choose not to do something. So choosing not to do something is not active. So an active choice is you are going to do something. Like you're actually going to do something. Yeah, that's active. So if you want to walk in the morning, and Gwen, again, my fearless leader, Gwen, she is the one that got me started doing this. If you want to walk in the morning, go ahead and set out your clothes and set it. Oh, Lisa said drop it so that they think it's an accident. Oh, Lisa, that's too funny. Do you say that from experience? Have you done that before? But Gwen, our fearless leader, she, and Loretta says she needs to get her mouth sewn shut. That would be an active choice. But if you want to walk in the morning, Gwen actually sets her clothes out. Now, she's been walking for a long time. I'm going to say it's like 30 something years, I think, probably more than that. But she sets it out so that it's like her shoes with the socks just barely tucked in them, and then her clothes on top of that, so that literally all she has to do is when her feet hit the floor, she just goes ahead and puts on the shirt, puts on the pants or shorts or whatever it is, slips on her shoes, and she's ready to go. So that's an active choice. And if you put them there, if you put them near where the first place is that you go, so like if you want to set on top of your laundry hamper in the bathroom, if the first place that you go in the morning is to pee, and you have them sitting there, or when you turn off your alarm clock, if you're likely to kick them and go, oh yeah, I was going to walk this morning. So that's something that you could do that would be easy. So it would make it easy to be successful and easy to go for your morning walk if you're already prepared, if you already have those sitting out and ready to go. If you're like me and you're likely to check social media first thing in the morning and then forget to head out, start checking social media, start looking at your phone and go, uh-oh, I just wasted all my time. Oh, well, I can't go out now because I've waited too long. So in that instance, maybe when you plug your phone up for the night, put it near the door, like put it near your front door, whatever your egress would be to get out, to go for your walk, so that you can't grab your phone until you're already almost out the door. So you would already almost be out the door before you could grab your phone. So see, that would make it hard. It's still an active choice, but it would make it hard for you to not go out and walk because you would already be almost out the door by the time you grabbed it. Hold on. Sylvia said, Marianne sets hers out too. And Rita's already cooking for the week, making her cabbage stew, hard-boiled eggs, and overnight oats. Woohoo, good job. And Sylvia says she made chili to take to a family camping event and ended up eating Frito chili pie. Well, it's okay, Sylvia. I mean, at least you had at least the chili part of it. I'm sure you made point friendly on the chili part. Okay, the last one, use temptation bundling. Temptation bundling, I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not. Gwen has said it a few times, but today I actually wrote it down like it's written down, so now I can remember it. But use temptation bundling. So, for example, if you want to spend more time with your family, but you also need to get some meal prep done, bundle those temptations. So bundle the temptation to veg out and spend time with your family, and bundle it with some food prep, like with some chopping. So put on some fun music and have like a chopping party or like a prepping party or something like that, so then you get fun time with the family and music, and you get some meal prep done. So that would be easy. That would make it easy to do that. But if you find yourself couch potatoing, which I just want to point out that when I typed the word potatoing, it did not autocorrect. So it's potatoing. I thought I was making that up. Is that an actual word? But if you find yourself couch potatoing while listening to podcasts, Casey, I'm not talking to you. This was just an example. Create a rule that you can only listen to those podcasts while you're either standing, walking, working out. So that would make it hard to be couch potatoing if you said, oh, I'm going to listen to my true crime podcast. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Hello, Mindy. I didn't mean to say that out loud because I'm really not talking about to you, Casey. But anyway, but it would keep you from just, sitting on the couch, vegging out, listening to your podcast if you could only listen to it while you're standing, walking, working out, doing something like that, dancing a little bit, something, moving, doing something. So that would make it hard. So that is temptation bundling. So you don't need willpower. You already have the power. So you already have this power. You have the power to be able to do this. So what I want you to do for your homework this week is to choose from one of the 4 easy things that WW put on your weekly this week. They put those there for a reason. There's a science behind this. But I want you to pick one of those 4 things, and then I want you to create an easy and a hard. So I'm going to make it easy by doing this. I'm going to make it hard by doing that. Idea to take back that power, and I want you to post it, and I want you to tag me. And your homework for this week is #IHaveThePower. So we don't need willpower because you already have the power. So it is #IHaveThePower. So hopefully somebody got that and can top that for me. That would be awesome and amazing. Don't forget to post it and tag me everywhere on Instagram. It's @IfYouHaveAnEgg. On Connect, it is also now @IfYouHaveAnEgg. Hello, Titters. Also @IfYouHaveAnEgg. If it is in our Facebook group, you can just tag Kelly Green Milligan. Thank you, Alicia. And if it is on the Facebook page, it is also @IfYouHaveAnEgg. Or if you are on YouTube, like Rosie, and we have a few others Barbara, who've been watching us on YouTube, and really you all should be. You should make it easy. Then you can just comment. and I will answer you back. But that is your homework for this week. And thank you, Lynn, for posting that. But it is hashtag I have the power. So you all have the power, and we have the power to move into the second half now because it is that time. So for those of you that are new, hang with us. We usually do something fun in the second half. We're not actually making food in the second half, but I think it's going to be worth the wait. And yes, Sandra, it is time to drink some water. So everybody, at the 30-minute break, I drink some water because I've been talking nonstop for 30 minutes. And we're going to put on, even though we're not prepping food, we're going to put on the super cool apron from our Spreadshirt store so that we know that this is the second half of the chat. Uh-oh. Hold on, my knot came out of it. My sleeve, my thing came out. What is wrong? Uh-oh. I think someone has helped me. We have a new helper here in the showroom, and she likes to straighten things for me, even when they don't need to be straightened, if you know what I mean. Anyway, okay, yeah, sometimes she puts things away that I don't want put away. So my life is not that easy and organized, and it looks like she has straightened my apron. Anyway, I've got it fixed back like I like it. But we are getting ready to have the second half. Everybody grab some water. Yes, Barbara, I see it is time for water. So everybody grab some. And I have mine in my super cute koozie from Casey. This is not one of the Poppies koozies, but if you ordered one of those, thank you very much. Whew. Okay, apparently I needed that water, even though Karen and I didn't walk. So, this is part 2 of chat number 195 titled The Truth About Willpower, and your homework was hashtag I have the power. So in the second half, we're going to spend the whole second half talking about willpower, or talking about not needing willpower. So in the first half, we were talking about that no one has more or less of it. It's not a muscle that you can exercise. It's not anything that you can make stronger, but you do have the power to make choices that will make you feel more in control, and you will be more in control. One of my pre-Weight Watchers vices was to hide and eat things. I did it. Not gonna lie. I would hide and eat things, and it made me feel good for the 2 seconds that it was in my mouth, and I felt great, and I felt, victorious, and like I was getting away with something. The sneaking was oddly fun. I don't know, the sneaking was like, I don't know why. I have no idea why, but the sneaking was part of the best part of it. And I would almost dare somebody to catch me. Like I'd be sitting there, in the closet or whatever, eating a Snickers bar, or, I don't know, I picked a Snickers bar this time. But anyway, just, sitting there eating and thinking, I dare somebody to come home and catch me eating this. And I don't know why that was fun for me. But then I always afterward hated myself. Always hated myself afterward. And did I need more willpower? Many times I would think, gosh, if I just had more willpower, I wouldn't do this. If I just had more willpower, I wouldn't have eaten that. If I just had more willpower. No, I didn't need more willpower. Did not need any more willpower. And thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Barbara, for buying your koozies from Casey. I did not need any more willpower. What I needed was enough self-love to know why I was hiding, and why I was gorging myself, and why I was daring witnesses to find me. So I had to figure that out. And somehow, again, I think I wanted to be caught. So now I just try to get ahead of it because hashtag I have the power. So usually when I was binging, it would either be potato chips, French fries, raw cookie dough. I know, I'm a rebel. I ate raw cookie dough, or uncooked brownie batter. It was oddly specific. Really seriously, it was oddly specific. That was kind of my repertoire. And whatever was going on determined what I was going to choose. So what it was going to be of those, usually one of those 4 things. My grandmother passed away while we were sitting there with her. I ate an entire roll of cookie dough before John came to get Casey. Literally, ate an entire roll of cookie dough. Didn't even realize I had eaten it. He came in to get Casey and he said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. What are you talking about? I was just waiting on you to come to get her." And he goes, "Did you just eat all that?" And I had eaten an entire roll of cookie dough. When I used to have stressful days at work, and we had a hideous time right before my dad closed his company. But when I would have a hideous time at work, I would go through the drive-thru and get a large thing of French fries. The hotter and the saltier, the better. If I was feeling meh, just like nothing specific, just feeling sorry for myself or didn't want to do something or trying to get out of doing something, I would eat an entire bag of potato chips with a half a gallon of skim milk. I think I just prefer skim milk. It's not that I was trying to outweigh the potato chips with the skim milk, but it was very specific, very specific. Okay, but I've been doing WW for 25 years now. Have I had bad days? Yeah. Have I felt meh? Sure. Have I felt like that this week? You betcha. You bet you. But do I have any more willpower than I had the first day? So at year 25, do I have more willpower than I had on the very first day? No. Nope, not anymore. I just try to make it hard to do what I shouldn't do. Remember that from the first part? So I try to make it hard to do what I shouldn't do and really don't want to do. And then likewise, I make it easy to do what I should do and really what I want to do. So without even realizing it, I've been using the hard and easy, theory from today. So I can't cover every possible emotion, celebration, desire, situation in under 30 minutes, but I can hit some very important ones to me. So, we could talk on and on and on and on and on about emotional eating. We could talk about, situational eating. We have lots of those topics and we talk about them all, all the time, all throughout the year. So I can't go into exact details, on all of those and why these things happen. But we've got about 22 minutes to cover, quite a bit of it. So what I can hit, one thing you got to remind yourself of, you can't eat what you don't bring home. So if you never go through the McDonald's drive-thru and pick up those French fries, how much willpower does it take for me? How much willpower does it take for me to eat a bag of potato chips that I never bought? None, because they don't exist. Those potato chips don't exist if I didn't buy them. So not much at all. I'm much less likely to fall into that trap if they're not there. And since we live in a loft now, if I have to walk 3 blocks to the nearest market, I would have to walk 3 blocks to the nearest market, and by then I probably just should get the chips. But or I have to walk out of our lofts, down to the parking garage, get in my vehicle, go out the big roll-up door, make a lot of noise, drive somewhere to go get potato chips, and then bring it back, drive back, punch in my code, go up the door, blah, 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 blah. I don't have to have much willpower to not eat the potato chips if I never bought them to start with. And Betty says, or even put it on your grocery list. Yeah, I've never put potato chips on my grocery list. They just always used to hop in my buggy somehow. They just always would hop in there. But anyway, so you don't have to have any willpower for that if you don't already have it in your house. Now, if you have a spouse or a loved one who likes to bring things like that into the house, it also takes 0 willpower to have them keep it somewhere else. I used to have a friend that had a pantry that was locked and only her husband had the key. So that meant she couldn't get in there and eat in it. The kids couldn't get in there and eat stuff. But at least she's got to scoot. But that was a lot easier for her, because it technically wasn't in the house. If we have John and I have a special friend who loves to bring us very oddly flavored potato chips. And if it's a tiny little bag, we just go ahead and enjoy it. But if it's a big bag, I'll pour out a few, we will enjoy them, and then John knows he has to take them away. They have to go away. So you can't eat what you didn't bring home. So that one I think is a great rule of thumb. Another great rule of thumb, keep a bag packed. So how much willpower does it take for me to go on a spontaneous walk or a spontaneous hike or a little spontaneous exercise trip, or to join somebody? If somebody says, hey, do you want to go walk the zoo today? Or hey, do you just want to go for a walk? Or hey, it's been kind of stressful. Let's just walk to such and such and back. So how much willpower does it take? For me to go to make that decision if I already have a bag packed of the appropriate clothes and a pair of those shoes in my vehicle? Again, not much. So I don't have to have the willpower to go out and do that if I already have what I need already in my vehicle. And yes, at any given moment, if you go and look in my car, I have a bag packed, and it's got, down in the bottom of it, it has knit caps. It has like toboggans, but I know some of y'all think it's a sled. A pair of gloves. It's been 105 degrees up until this week. I haven't needed that, but just in case, if I'm ever in the Arctic tundra and somebody asks me to walk, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. But it takes 0 willpower to do that if you already have that packed in your car, just like having the clothes set out and ready to put on. You know, you don't have to untie them, you don't have to unzip them, you don't have to whatever. You're just already ready to put on. It takes zero willpower to do that when it's already ready to go. This one I try super hard to do. Super hard. Know before you go. So how much willpower does it take to avoid the heavily pointed soup and salad option? Because everybody thinks, oh, soup and a salad, that's not going to be bad. But how much willpower does it take to avoid that if you already know that this restaurant has, let's say, a petite steak, steamed broccoli, and a sweet potato, a baked sweet potato, and the steak's going to taste better anyway. So how much willpower does it have to not choose the soup and salad and to choose the steak, the baked potato, and the broccoli if you already know before you ever left what the points are? Really, this is not hard. This is not hard. It's not rocket science. You can do this. You have to have zero willpower if you already know what it is, if you already know what your options are before you get there and how many points it is. Plan a treat, and I'm talking way too fast. We may actually finish before 9 tonight, and if we do, I'm just going to say hurrah, because we are exhausted. So I'll actually take that little break if I get done too fast. Actually, I'll take a little water break since I'm talking so fast. Actually, I have a quick question for you all. So speaking about the knowing before you go, have you ever gotten to a restaurant and said, I don't know, whatever, and you pick something, and then when you get home and you go to put the points in, you think, oh wow, I would have really liked to have had X, Y, or Z. If I had known how many points this was versus how many points this was. Have you ever done that? Have you ever been to a restaurant and thought, wow, I really wish that I had gotten the other thing? Yeah, been there, done that, and try to never do that again. So again, just try to find out before you go. And Betty says she always checks out the menus online before she goes. That's a great idea. And if you can't find the exact restaurant on your WW app, hold on, we just got a quick. Ooh, okay, sorry, we just got a quick update from John. He said his dad's doing better tonight. His vitals are good, so maybe we'll get to go to rehab tomorrow. And he says his mom is currently asleep, so shh, because she doesn't sleep. She got up at midnight last night and stayed up the whole rest of the night. So shh. And so his mom is currently sleeping. So he says hello from his temporary home base. So he says, hello, everybody, from his temporary home base. So y'all send John some love, but don't call him or text him because his mom's asleep. And Susie says, where can I print tonight's weekly? I just tried and it's already on next week. So Susie, if you go back and type in part of the, you'll see when you look at it, there's a format on there that tells, kind of, like this week, it probably says blah, 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 whatever the link is. And it says the truth about willpower. So the one from last week was, if you're talking about this one, this week it says, I don't remember because I didn't get to print this week's yet. This week is something about, I don't really remember. I was listening, but Alyssa and Casey were talking, Alyssa and Granny were talking. But anyway, for last week, you'll put you'll take out whatever the topic is that's in there right now, and you'll put in the truth about willpower, and it should pop up. Or you can private message Orlando Debbie, and she will tell you, because she is a whiz at this. Okay, but you can go to so if you don't know what food to look up, you can go to your weekly and go to your app and go to restaurants. And if you have an Android, it'll be in a different spot. But if you go to restaurants, you can either go to Smart Points or you can go, your Y. That's right, Linda. It is your Y. Or you can go to restaurant name. And if you're going to a restaurant that is not on here, just pick something that's similar. So if you're going to a Mexican restaurant, you can find another Mexican restaurant that'll be similar. If if you see things on their virtual menu that look like something that might be at like Applebee's, or that might be at, let me pick something, Ben & Jerry. Anyway, so find, or like Blaze Pizza, something like that. So just go there and you can find something that's similar. So it would be better to choose and track something similar than just to, throw caution to the wind. Okay. So the next one is plan a treat. I'm serious. Plan a treat. one treat. So like if I was going to be going to a wedding this week, I would not be planning this treat. If I was planning, which I think we're done with weddings for right now, but if I was planning, if I already had some other event that we were going to, then I would not be planning this treat. But on just a normal, regular week, how much willpower does it take to plan, to go ahead and plan a treat for that week? Know that I'm going to enjoy it. So know that it's something that you're going to enjoy. So like if the treat's going to be French fries, don't pick wilty, old, icky, cold French fries. Pick them hot, fresh, whatever. So make it a treat that you know that you're going to enjoy. So how much willpower does it take to go ahead and plan a treat for the week? Know that it's something that you're going to enjoy. Have witnesses if you can. So try to have your treat where there are witnesses involved. I'm serious. This girl has experience with needing witnesses. And record the points ahead of time. Not much. So this one is a lifesaver for me most weeks. Remember all the brownie batter that I was talking about earlier? So if for years and years and years and years, if I did not plan, when I wasn't planning a treat, I'll eat everything else, including brownie batter, including just uncooked brownie batter with a spoon out of the bowl. But if I don't plan a treat and know when I'm having it, how many points it is, and that I can look forward to it, I will eat everything else. Doesn't matter what it is. And I've made some weird concoctions when I couldn't find things. And trying to avoid the treat. So trying to avoid what I should have just planned and eaten anyway. I have made some weird concoctions. You'd be shocked what you can make out of non-treaty things in your house if you get desperate enough. So instead, I just go ahead and plan that treat. The treat. Now, a treat is different from a snack, okay? A snack is something that you could have every single day. So a snack is a banana or a clementine or, maybe a small thing of nuts or something like that. But the Food City that's across the street from us here at Casey Kitchen Center makes the most amazing pistachio muffins, and they make them every single day. So I've started planning and purchasing one. So every Sunday, and this one's a little lopsided today, but I plan for this, and I purchase one because it's something that I absolutely love, and they make them fresh every day. So on Sundays, I go over there before the chat, and I buy one, and I count this as 15 points. I have no idea how many points it is, but I count it as 15. I enjoy it with a hot cup of tea after the chat because I need to wind down. So usually I've been going on a Sunday, and especially right now this last few weeks we have been like pow going. So tonight when I get home, I go down, I wind down, and I have a hot cup of tea, and I have my pistachio muffin, and I count it for 15 points, and it makes me happy because I know I'm going to get it every Sunday. I know I love them. They're fresh every single Sunday. So this takes zero willpower. This takes no willpower because I buy one. Okay. They also come in a pack of 4. So I don't have to have any willpower. Zero. This takes zero willpower to purchase one, to know that I'm purchasing one, to know that I'm going to have one at home, and to know that I'm going to have it with my hot cup of tea, and to already be looking forward to it before I have ever left this chat tonight. I have one. If I buy a pack of 4, okay, that's not willpower. That's insanity. So to buy 4 and think that I'm only going to eat one, that's insane. So this is a treat. So plan a treat for yourself. Plan something that's good, that it's fresh, it's fresh and it's good, and it doesn't have to be heavy points. This just happens to be the thing that I enjoy taking home and eating. But again, don't set yourself up for failure by buying a 4-pack of them. Buy one, or whatever the treat size is. Okay. So that's an easy one. So because hashtag I have the power. Okay. The next one is KISS. That old KISS principle. It's the KISS principle. So keep it simple, silly, because we don't use the STUPID word at our house. Okay, so keep it simple, silly. So how much willpower do I need to stay out of this entire bowl of Halloween candy? So this is a huge bowl of assorted Halloween candies. How much willpower do I need to stay out of this entire bowl of Halloween candy? So the double whammy is the outside packages. So the outside packaging is already open. They're already open and they're already in this bowl. So this is literally an uh-oh, alert, alert, danger, Will Robinson, danger, danger, Will Robinson. So bad. This is already in a container, open, ready to go. This is not willpower. This is, oh my gosh, I've just set myself up. Luckily, I'm not staying with these. Okay, so that's too easy. It's too easy. That's going to get eaten, okay? That's too easy. Okay, but what about this lovely bowl? What about this lovely bowl of pre-prepared, already washed, already cut, already in their little food huggers, which we'll talk about here in just a second. But what about this bowl of freshly prepared fruits and veggies that will be sitting front and center, eye level in my refrigerator? That's going to be super easy. So I'm setting myself up for success by doing this instead of having this candy out. So this has nothing to do with willpower. It has everything to do with preparing yourself. But I want to show you real quick. P.S. These food huggers, I had shown y'all these last week. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And yes, Betty, they are bright, fun colors. I had to bust into these things. They are adorable. They literally hug your food. Look at that. The little banana is being hugged. This grapefruit also hugged. It hugs the food to help keep it fresh. A little pepper, a little hugged pepper, a hugged apple. It's so adorable. They're so cute. These are ready to go. These are washed, cut, ready to go. I'm super excited to see how much fresher and longer these stay in these food huggers than it usually does in opaque containers or in plastic containers. So how much more ready do you think I'm going to be? Again, nothing to do with willpower. This is out. It's colorful. I can see it. It looks exciting. Like I'm getting excited just looking at it. When have you ever gotten excited about grapefruit? I'm sitting here thinking, wow, that would be really sweet if I put some of the new monk fruit thank you, Orlando Debbie, that I did finally find. But it's so cute. But these are available on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com if you go to the shop section and go under fruit huggers. Or if you go to Casey Kitchen Center and find these under fruit huggers. Super duper cute. Okay, so how much willpower does it take to eat that already ready, already cut up fruit versus the big bowl of candy? Okay, that's not willpower. That's just being smart. That's just being smart. Okay, and then the last thing, which still involves these. Okay, the last thing is because I'm much more likely to eat this than if I have to open it out of a Ziploc bag or out of another container, or whatever. I can just pop this off and eat it because they are ready to go. The last one is, and see, I still managed to talk until 9. And yes, Barbara, I'm still doing purple. But the last thing is to keep some swaps ready in your hip pocket, to keep it in your back pocket. So thank you, Rita. Rita loves her air fryer. But, I always tell you to keep some things, in your back pocket because you're going to need them sometimes. So, remember all this Halloween candy? Does that mean that I'm not going to enjoy any of the Halloween candy? Absolutely not. I'll end up having some Halloween candy. But, let's see. Let me find it. This fun size Reese's. Look how little this is. So, that is tiny. That fun size Reese's is 4 smart points. It doesn't matter which plan you're on. This fun size Reese's is 4 smart points, and it would take me about 2.2 seconds to eat this. I mean, literally 2.2 seconds. I would have this peeled, eaten, and swallowed in about 2.2 seconds. But, so this is 4 points, but I love Sugar Daddies. You can't eat these things fast. I love them just because I love them, but you cannot eat these fast because they will rip out any fillings you have. They will rip out crown, or probably just rip out your teeth if you tried to eat it too fast. It takes me 2.2 seconds to eat this. I think I timed it. I don't know. It's been a couple of years ago, but I think I timed it. It takes me like 10 minutes to eat one of these. A junior Sugar Daddy is 2 smart points. 2, not 4, 2, and it takes me forever to eat one. Or I also love these caramel apple pops. I don't know if y'all have seen those or not, but it's apple flavored. It's like an apple flavored sucker, and then it has caramel on the inside. And I only ever see these. They might have them year round. I don't need them year round, but I only see them at Halloween. These are 3. Also takes forever to eat one of those. So just have some smart swaps ready and know yeah, I'm probably not going to eat that one Reese's cup for 4 smart points. That's going to take me 2 seconds and it'll be gone and done. I think I'm going to spend either 10 seconds. I'm going to spend 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or really even longer and have a 2-point Junior Sugar Daddy or a 3-point caramel apple pop. So those are smart swaps. The last smart swap I want to tell you about, this is mind-blowing to me every time I do it, and it is hashtag bulk it up. So this snack size bag of Reese's Pieces, there's not that many in here. I'm not going to open it and show you because then it's open and it'll go in my mouth. So that's not very many. It is 0.49 ounces. It's not even a half of an ounce. So this snack size Reese's Pieces is 6 smart points. There's nothing in there. There's hardly anything in here. 6 smart points. That would blow my budget because once I ate one of these, I mean, listen, that's nothing. Once I ate one of these, I'd be grabbing a second one and a third one because eating one of these would just make me mad. That would seriously would just make me mad. And that would be 6 points, 12 points, 18 points before I knew it. And so that would be 3 wasted instead of my 15-point muffin that I love, love, love. This would just be wasted. So instead, what you can do is you can take an air fryer baked apple. So you can take any apple, core it. The air fryer baked apple recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Go ahead and cook it in your air fryer. That's why it's an air fryer baked apple. You can add 1 scoop, so that and 1 ice cream scoop is 1/4 of a cup. You could add 1/4 of a cup of like Halo Top vanilla, Enlightened vanilla, something like that. Usually 1/4 of a cup, if it's just plain vanilla, is usually a 1/4 of a cup of plain vanilla for one of those is usually a point. Then chop these up while this is still warm, while the air fryer baked apple is still warm. Put that ice cream on top. Chop some of these up and sprinkle them on top. That would be a 7-point dessert. Oh my gosh, how decadent would that be? How yummy would that be? You would still be eating your one little bag of Reese's Pieces, but you would be spending six points on the Reese's Pieces, 1 point, maybe 2 points on the 1/4 of a cup of Halo Top or whatever, and an air fryer baked apple, and it would be a full-size apple. It would be delicious, it would be decadent, and it would take you a little while to eat it. So that's one great idea. If you need it to be more simple, if you don't have time to cook something, everybody has time to make this. Even me with the schedule that we have right now, I even have the time to make this. Remember the bananas that we cut and put the little food huggers on them? Take one of the bananas, preferably take a whole banana, cut it in half, put on, so a banana is 0 points, cut it in half, put some, so you take a banana, cut it in half, put on some kind of powdered, like a tablespoon of like powdered peanut powder or almond powder, put some of that on there, cut it in half, sprinkle some of this on there, then give it a couple of squirts of, if y'all have not seen these, Hershey's has caramel flavored, they have caramel flavored whipped topping, and they also have Hershey's chocolate flavored whipped topping. It is 1 point per tablespoon. Yeah, Debbie just said Lily's has peanut butter chips that are sugar free. They absolutely do. And if you just had to have your Reese's Pieces, then you could sprinkle these on top. So you could have a banana sundae, or banana split. So you could have a banana split with a banana, some powdered peanut butter or some powdered almond butter, some caramel or some chocolate Hershey's whipped topping, and your 6 points worth of Reese's Pieces. And again, banana split, 7-8 points. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, huge. And you're going to love it so much more than just the little 6-point bag of Reese's Pieces. So, okay, I did manage to talk until 9 o'clock. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm leaving the Halloween candy here at Casey Kitchen Center so that I am not tempted to eat it when I get home. Don't forget to do your homework. Y'all have an awesome and amazing week. I'm going to go home and enjoy my cup of hot tea and my well-deserved muffin. We have worked hard today. Keep praying for Poppy. Keep praying for John. He is exhausted. He won't admit it to you, but he is exhausted. But y'all have a great week. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please do not forget. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, you really should be. You really should be watching these on YouTube, because we really need to be watching these on YouTube and sharing them with people who don't have a meeting place to go to. But if you're watching this on YouTube, up here is the next video. Just go ahead and let it roll over. There's 195 of them now, at least. So go ahead and let it roll over. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click down here and hit the subscribe button, and go ahead and click that little bell so you'll know when the next video comes up, you'll be alerted. And if you want to order one of our lovely Spreadshirt items, the aprons, baseball caps, they have water bottles, they have everything, you can pick your own. That little button is over here. But in the meantime, the rest of you all have a great week. Thank you again so much for letting me come and spend time with you and be away from all the insanity, because this is my normal time. So y'all have a great week. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I can't wait to see what your homework is that you come up with. And I just appreciate you. So I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye.